Hello guys, what is up? My name is Will Fighter. Welcome back to Will Sportster. Depressing day, a depressing day. Managed to watch the game, well I'd say about 80% of it at work, and yes, it was disappointing. We're currently joined by the dog, but yeah, not the way we wanted it to go, not at all. 2-0 loss to Tottenham Hotspur. Another disappointing game. We got a few talking points to get into today. A bit of some rant. That's what everyone loves to see. That's what gets the views on the old YouTube videos, isn't it? Nowadays, people just ranting about United. But yeah, what should we get into first? I think I'm gonna start with something that I really want to say. I've deleted Twitter now. I have one account that is logged in on my phone, which is following Fabrizio Romano and United Plug just to get transfer news. That's literally, I've deleted Twitter because it's such a cesspit of shite. But yeah, there's people already turning on Ten Hag after 2 games and last season when he performed miracles, asking for Robert De Zerbi, whatever his name is. It's ridiculous. It's bloody ridiculous. This man has done wonders to the club. Yeah, some people may not agree with some of his transfers, but still, he's done wonders for the club in the short space he's been there. And anyone turning on Ten Hag, I'm sorry, I cannot support you. It is just wrong and stupid in my opinion. But we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna talk about forwards, and then about the midfield. And then, to be honest, that's just where I'm going to go because I don't want to be too depressed today talking about too much stuff that's going wrong with Manchester United. Firstly, we'll start with the midfield. Do I think a midfield of Bruno, Casemiro, Mount can work? Yes. Is it working at the moment? No. Do we need to sign another central midfielder? Yes. I think Amrabat is key. Is Mount potentially going to be Bruno's replacement later down the line? Possibly, but I feel like they can still work in a midfield three. We've seen Liverpool with a midfield of McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gakpo, and you're telling me Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno can't work? That's stupidity. Yeah, yes, it's very forward thinking, but to be fair, we've had an XG of 4.7, I think it was, in the first 2 games, enough to get a win, and I think our XG was bigger than Spurs. I can't remember, but the thing is, the attacking mentality and the attacking positioning can work if we score the goals. We just haven't been scoring the goals. But the caveat to that is, yes, they do need to track back more. They're both taking up really advanced positions, and they're not coming back as much as they should, and they're leaving Casemiro exposed. Can it work? Yes. Can it work in bigger games? Probably not as effectively, but it can still work. It just needs time to fix. And I know you've not got time in a season, but we're not going for the Premier League title this season. That was never, ever going to be the thing. We don't have a good enough front line, and we don't have enough depth to win a Premier League. So that can be writ off straight away. But the fact that people are saying, oh, this can't work after 2 games, oh, Ten Hag signing the wrong players after everything he's done so far, is just absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. That's all I've really got to say. I feel like this midfield can work. Mount's only going to get better. Bruno was started slow. He had a decent game yesterday, but still, Bruno's better than the 2 games he's shown so far. But to be honest, he probably could have had loads of assists in that Tottenham game if we could finish, and we had better attacking play. But still, Bruno's only going to get better. Mount's only going to get better. Everyone's going to get fitter. They're going to gel as a team more over the season, and I feel like it'll end up working. I think people, as always with Manchester United, being way too reactionary, tweeting things for clicks, as always, and not actually using their head. But typical football fans, eh? Now, let's talk about the striking. I saw a few tweets. Oh, why is Erik Ten Hag changed Marcus Rashford to a centre forward when his best position is the left wing? Marcus Rashford has said in an interview publicly he wants to be, and as he's got older, he prefers playing up front. He is not a striker. I don't know how many times I have to tell people this, and people are beginning to understand it and agree with me, which I understand why they're tweeting this, but he is not a striker. But people are saying, oh, why is Ten Hag playing him up front? Martial's just come back from injury, and he works even less than Rashford works when he plays up front. I know the night and day between the centre forward plays different, but still he has a lower work rate than Rashford, so he can't be starting. Sancho isn't a centre forward. I don't care about this false nine stuff. We're not playing Kai Havertz. We're not Arsenal. We're not Chelsea. Yeah, Sancho is not a centre forward. For the players we've got at the moment, Rashford with Garnacho off the left, Antony off the right is the best option. I am sorry, you can't convince me otherwise. Garnacho, overall, and his play and what he does is a better left winger than Rashford. Yes, Rashford at the moment in time is probably a better footballer and a better player for us than Garnacho, but Garnacho crosses it, takes a man on, cuts inside. Garnacho overall all-rounded game is better than Marcus Rashford's. I'm sorry, it just is. He has a higher ceiling. His overall game rounded right now is better. Marcus Rashford's the better player. I'm not saying he's not. He scores the goals for us. Garnacho needs to do that if he wants to hold down that position. But at the moment in time, Garnacho off the left, Rashford off the up front is the best thing we can do. Yes, Rashford needs to come back to that left, but when Højlund's available or when we sign a striker. Because at the moment, as much as he's doing terrible and it's doing terrible, there's not much better out there. I'm sorry, there isn't. People go, oh, Sancho, he did 20 minutes in pre-season where he megsed someone. What's he done for 2 years? Nothing. Yes, I'll give it him. When he came on against Tottenham, he was good. He did well. I'm not going to discredit them. And maybe he deserves to start a game on the right wing. Maybe. Maybe he deserves to start a game on the left wing. But I still firmly believe the 11 he's put out is better, is the best starting 11, except I'd play Dalot on that right wing. Dalot and Antony play so much better together compared to Antony playing with Wan-Bissaka. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's Wan-Bissaka going forward and the communication and everything, but Antony plays better with Dalot at right back. I know Antony's played terrible. I'm a massive fan of Antony personally. I see the potential there. I see what he brings to the team. But I can't hide the fact that he's been very poor in these first 2 games, but you can still see what he brings, and I just feel like give him a couple games with Dalot at right back, and then if he's still performing badly, give it to Palestri, give it to Ahmad when he comes back, give it to Sancho. But I can still see what Antony brings, and I just need to see him play with Dalot. And if he still plays poorly with someone who he can communicate with and someone who he's played really well with in the past, okay, I understand it, I get it, and then he probably deserves to be dropped. But for the moment in time, it is our best starting 11, and you can't argue with me otherwise, in my opinion. As I said, my opinion. Some people have other opinions. But yeah, Nottingham Forest next. A game we should win, 3 points to hopefully take some momentum into playing Arsenal. I'd love to beat Arsenal. I'd love it. I'd love it so much to beat Arsenal. That'd make the loss to Spurs. It'd make up for it, honestly, if we could beat Arsenal. Honestly, I'd love it. But yeah, unfortunately, that is it. We are playing on Saturday. I don't know if I'll be able to watch the game because I am actually flying on holiday at the time. You will be getting a preview, and I will do a post-match reaction from wherever I am on holiday. It probably won't be the best quality one, but it'll be there. Grind continues. I don't know if there'll be one for Arsenal because I don't know if I'll actually be in the country in time or not. I'll try. No promises. But yes, unfortunately, that is it for me today. Thank you for watching my post-match reaction. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on my opinions. Do you disagree? Do you agree? And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and peace.